Welcome to Wagons of Steel. It's a party and everyone's still invited. This time we're going to talk about hopes and dreams and making your dreams come true and that kind of happy business. Because I'll tell you what, this is an easy time of year to get kind of carried away into the winter doldrums. It's the daylight savings time just ended. There's a big election with stuff to disappoint everyone. It's going to start raining, and up here in the Northwest, sometimes when it starts raining, it just doesn't stop. It can go on for months. And so yeah, I figured I'd talk about fun stuff, things that you can make happen on your own, like Wagons of Steel, of course. Today I'm I'm kind of sealing up the trailer here, making it ready for the winter time so that nothing terrible happens during the rainy times. A couple of years ago I wasn't as careful as I should have been. There was a power outage, or I don't know, I come up with all kinds of excuses, but the bottom line was I let my engine freeze, and even though I drained the water out of it, there was still enough left in the heads that one of them cracked, which, my car is a 1964 Max Wedge car, which means they only made the heads on these cars for 6 months, so they're so rare. And someday if I'm doing my boring, instead of doing hopes and dreams, I'll do boring stories, and I can tell you all about the hassles of finding another 1964 head and fighting with the restoration guys. But for now, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to jack this thing up and put some air in the back tires and put it on jack stands so I don't have to look at it sitting on flat tires. I told you before how this car came to be a race car. Every time I go under it, you can see blood and sweat and tears all in different spots. It's a labor of love. This isn't gonna work. I don't know. These trailers are nice. They're really nice, but it's hard to get around them. Alright. I need a chunk of wood. It's never easy, is it? Sometimes you get lucky. Let's try this again. tires really gonna hold air. Feels like it's starting to rain out there again. That's looking a little better. Is there anything more sad than race car on flat tires? I love those videos of abandoned cars and barns and stuff. I don't think I believe it. They're still fun videos. So close. So close and yet so far. She is there. Okay. One side down. Down she goes. Down she goes. Hey. Like that. You know, I think I got a good idea before. I think maybe if I put air in the tire before and put the jack under there, it might save me a little work. You know what I really love about race trailers is they always smell like race gas. You got a space heater. Keep it nice and toasty in here. So I don't have to worry about expensive frost damage. You know, the other thing is the paint job on this car is beautiful. As my friend Dan Dvorak told me, it looks like it was sprayed out of a 1964 gun, or a gun with 1964 air in it, which is one of the coolest things anybody's ever said about this paint job. But you know, any paint job is going to look like crap if it gets hot and cold and stays untouched. So it's always good to keep it warm. You know, I don't have a radiator or an engine or anything else in this car, so it's just pretty much the aesthetics that I'm keeping going for the moment. Wagons of steel, baby. I love those 1964 grills. To my eye, it looks kind of like a old school electric razor or something. Steel bumper. as required. Steel hoods back in the shop. Finally painted a mural on the bottom of that. There's some very expensive 1964 Plymouth Savoys in the world. This one is one of them, I guess. Some of them are just gorgeous, though. There's a rich guy back east who raced one of these suckers, and man, his car was so fast. It was wild to watch it. You just see just these giant wheel stands just carry the front wheels and run at least half a second faster than mine, which is huge. He had a lot of money. He spent it the way he wanted to. I guess if I had a lot of money, I might make my car half a second faster than it is. But, what it makes me think of is, and this is one of the beautiful things about drag racing, is that you don't have to be rich or poor to really have a great time, to really it's just hopes and dreams for all of us, whether you're a rich guy who can afford the best of everything and have it all built, or whether you're a guy like me who has to, lean on friends and family and, paint everything with cheap paint and, do everything the hard way and take years off to save up money and all that stuff. But when we're all out at the racetrack, we're all on the same team. We're all having a great time, and everyone's got a smile on their face. Well, I guess I'll bring in the power cord and figure out how this new heater works, and then that's about all this car gets for. Make sure we are in the front tires. Coolio. Have to rewire this thing in the off season. That's one of the funny things about race cars is they need to get rewired every year or two, even if you don't do anything. Isn't that weird? I guess maybe the big budget guys, but I don't think so. I think even the top fuel dragster guys and the pro stockers, I think all this stuff has to be done every year or every other year. Because if you don't, then they'll call you to the lanes and you'll be heading into the money round in round 4 or 5 or something, and your car won't start or the fan doesn't work or something. And then you'll say, I should have rewired the car. But eventually when I get the engine back, we'll move it up in the garage and I'll make a punch list. That's the key. Make a list, cross everything off. Alright. Found an extension cord that didn't spark and smoke on the second try. First one's kind of creepy. I have to throw that one away. Okay, it said beep. Now it's got a picture of Ooh. "2L high." High. I think I want high. Low. E. S. Now it's off. Now it's high again. High. Huh. Wow. Do not cover. Blowing warm air. nice extension cord here. I think I should look at the instructions maybe. Oh, it's a good thing it didn't come with any. 2 heat setting plus fan. Digital thermostat. Tip over protection. Gotta have that. Eight-hour timer function. Remote control included. Man, this thing didn't come with any of that. I almost think I should bring it back. Do you really need a remote control for one of these? Low. You like that? Ooh. It kind of oscillates. I like that. Ooh. Ooh. I'm easily amused. I don't think we'll be oscillating. There's no need for that. Low. No oscillate. 72. We'll set it for 60 degrees. Alright. It's off the ground, 60 degrees. Shit, man. This race car's got it better than me. Alright, let's get out of here before it starts raining hard again. Well, I guess that's the big adventure for today. Everything's good to go here. If you're looking for the air tank, remember it's in the trailer. Can't think of anything else. Take care. See you next week.